That means when I'm done, I am leaving, and I will not be here to answer any questions that anybody may have, because I promised my wife I'm going to be there on time. I will say this, if you have a question of me, please feel free to give me a call afterwards. I am happy to talk to you. I am an attorney, as Glenn said. I'm an attorney. I have a practice in Fort Mill where we primarily do real estate. I am married to my wife, Amy, who's a first grade school teacher. I have 2 children, a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old, one at Gold Hill Middle School and one at Gold Hill Elementary School up in Fort Mill. For the past 7 years, I've had the privilege to serve the people of Fort Mill and TBK on the Fort Mill School Board. I have learned a tremendous amount of knowledge during that time, and I've been able to serve as the budget chair 1 year during the latest financial crisis. So I'm looking forward to running to the county council. Probably one of the largest things that I don't like about politicians and hearing speeches is the "I'm gonna." Everybody wants to tell you what they're gonna do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that when I get elected. Well, I'm not going to tell you tonight what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you tonight what I believe. And then those beliefs are going to dictate how I will act on the county council for the next 2 years. My first belief, and I have many, but the first one is I believe the best way to stimulate the economy, to have growth, is to lower taxes. I find it unbelievable that most people don't believe that. There are people that don't believe that. But I truly believe if we can lower taxes, decrease the taxes, make it where small businesses aren't paying as much taxes, we will stimulate growth. We will have more money than we could spend at the county level. That's one of my major beliefs. And I should face it, we have to lower taxes. The second one is I believe government should be smaller and focus on primary services. That's especially important at the county level. I believe one of the county's major roles is law enforcement, solicitor's office, infrastructure, road, bridges, water. The county shouldn't be in the business of picking winners and losers. The county should put a level playing field, be open and inviting to businesses, and then let those businesses and the people who will use those businesses decide who is the winner and loser. It's not the county's role to say we favor this over this. The county needs to make it a level playing field, do it the right way. Third, I believe government can't be everything to everyone. It is not the role of government. Government's not a charity. Government has specific functions, and it should do those functions and do them well. But government just can't give away money because that's what everybody wants or that's what everybody expects. And you're not going to see that if I'm elected to the county council. Fourth, I believe that you and I know how to spend our money better than the government does.
Right on.
It's just a basic tenet of what I believe. I believe that you and I have a much better idea. The county needs to set priorities relating back to law enforcement, solicitor's office, infrastructure. Put money into those areas and not put money into areas where it's not needed. And fifth, I believe that elected officials have to have a moral compass. We have to know right from wrong. Whether it's our governor or our lieutenant governor. I have to be held accountable, and I will be held accountable to you, and I believe that is extremely important. Now, I told you what I believed, and I'm going to tell you, I believe a lot of other things, but I only get 5 minutes. I believe, though, I know that I'm going to take those beliefs, and that's how I'm going to go. Every time something comes up, I'm going to run it through those questions. And if it doesn't pass that test, it's not going to happen. It's just not. That is the belief system. It's not, oh, I know this guy. I like his business. I'm going to make sure that business succeeds. I know that person. They need a road in their area. We're going to put a road there. That's not how government should work.
That's right.
You now know some of the things I believe and what I'm going to stand and how I'm going to do these things. We're Republicans in this room. That ought to mean something. So I'm asking you, when you go to vote the primary, hopefully if you live in District 1, TBK Fort Mill, you're going going to pull the lever for Michael Johnson. Send, I'd love you to send 6 more Republicans who believe the same things I believe. Because if we had 7 Republicans who believed it, who were willing to do it, it's amazing the transformation we can have in this county. It's amazing all the things we could do in this county.
That's true.
That's what I want. I hope that's what you want. I want to really appreciate you all having me here tonight. I probably haven't gone my full 5. Oh, well, I am a lawyer. Sometimes they say we get paid by the word. But I appreciate it. Thank y'all. Again, I'm headed to my daughter's recital. I've heard her practice for a month. I ought to get to see it on the stage. Thank y'all. Have a good night.